Hey guys, Mike here. Well, a lot of y'all know that I have this pickup. It's 86. And I was thinking the other night that I hadn't put up a video in a while, so I decided that I wanted to do a video about this pickup and why I'm keeping this old girl around. And it all goes back to y'all. A lot of y'all see those 50 and 60-year-old men, sometimes a little younger. They open up their wallets and they have $800-900 in the wallet. And they go somewhere and they drop a couple $100 bill down and they walk out. They go get them a steak dinner, and it doesn't affect them that much. So what I decided to do is I wrote me a list. Okay, I wrote me a list of advantages and disadvantages of having an older pickup. Well, I'm gonna start on the disadvantages. Disadvantages of having an older pickup is the gas mileage. Okay, you're looking at 9, 10, if you're lucky. I have an old 3/4 ton pickup driving around town. Which, with today's gas prices, that does hurt a little bit. I don't want to do that. I don't want to swap it. I hope it recorded. Okay, well, another disadvantage is sometimes the maintenance. I'm not talking your normal oil changes. I'm not talking spark plugs. I'm talking the little extra maintenance. If something breaks inside the cab, a switch goes out. You got the small repairs you have to do. Not the real big major repairs, but the small repairs. So, I mean, it does cost you, a little extra every month just to, fix the small things and break it, but they don't break every month. So, you have to go out and buy a heater switch, or you have to go out and buy, this one needs the tank switch. The switches the tanks. It's a $30 part, and I'll put it in there, and it should last me a couple years minimum, at least. But you got those. Another disadvantage is you really got to know the condition of the motor and transmission before you buy it. I mean, you really need to make sure the motor is in top form and everything else on this when you buy one like this. There's no reason why you can't find a good, reliable used truck, which is not really a disadvantage, but that's getting over into the advantages side. Those are the only things I can really see that's a disadvantage. Yes, another disadvantage is you buy the truck and the motor and transmission goes out 3 weeks after you get it, which doesn't help you out much. But a new motor, new motor, for somebody to put a new motor in it runs about $3,000, especially on an older one. And a transmission, I know from experience because I had to put a transmission in this truck, cost me $1,100. So there are some big disadvantages of buying a brand new one, but the advantages of it outweigh the disadvantages 7 days a week. Advantage number one, the car payments. Most, and I looked at half tons and then looked at 3/4 tons. Most 3/4 tons pickups even used, even with 50 or 60,000 miles on them, or like I said, I looked at half tons. So most half-ton pickups will cost you anywhere from $450 to $500 a month in car payments. Then there's the additional cost, which is a disadvantage in my opinion, of the insurance. Most people, and I just did a roundabout figure, most people will pay $125 to more for full coverage insurance on that vehicle for 5 years. So in both of those categories, the car payment and the insurance is a disadvantage in my part. So if you take the gas mileage, which is a disadvantage, to the advantage of saving $450 a month to $500 a month on a new vehicle, I use $450 for a figure. That is 180 gallons of gas at $2.49 a gallon. That is 1,620 miles that you can drive that month in that vehicle for the same $450 that you were doing with a brand new one. Now, most people, unless you live out far in the country or whatever, most people are only going to drive about an average of 1,000 to $1,100 miles a month, excuse me. Now, that should put some money in your pocket if you don't go out and buy a new vehicle. Now, the other advantage of having an old junkard and driving around, it cost me, and I'm telling you straight off my insurance bill, it cost me $354 a year to insure that blue pickup. That's liability, what the state requires me to have. Now, if you use full coverage insurance and you have to pay that $125 a month, that is a total of $1,100 you can put in your bank a year because you're driving something that's old. Now, and in my opinion, win-win. If I can have $1,100 in my bank account a year, plus the gas that I didn't use that came out of the car payment, that's a win for me. And that's the way, that's how my life is going to go. So that's one big advantage. Money in the bank, money in your wallet. Another thing that might be an advantage for you, and God, I hope it doesn't happen. If somebody hits you, the car is still drivable. Still where it's safe to drive it. Crinkled the fender, took out the grill, maybe got your radiator. You can collect the insurance money from the other people, put you a fender on it, which you don't care what color the fender is. You can put you a new radiator in it, probably found from the junkyard, grab you a grill, slap your headlight in there, and you spend $300 on that, and you can still drive that vehicle. Then you put what the insurance was going to pay you for the vehicle in your bank. I mean, that's a long shot, but that's just another advantage of it. A new one, they'll force you to go get it fixed. The bank will tell you to go get it fixed. So you don't have as many rights with a new vehicle. So that not having the rights is a big disadvantage. Do you have any idea when they're going to do whatever they're going to do to this alley?
Probably pretty soon. I bet it's going to be about maybe about 2-3 days before they even start something.
Do you know what they're going to do?
I think it's for a new sewer tap for their house right there.
Okay. Oh, because I got to get my car out Saturday.
Oh, really?
So, I mean...
Yeah, you can talk to the contractors. I'm sure they'll work with you with it.
I mean, if they're just doing their sewer tap, I'm assuming they're just going to dig. I'll still have enough room. I have to get that car out sitting in there Saturday.
Okay.
It's for a benefit car show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's probably going to be pretty soon. It's going to be right here where they're digging.
I'm
And,
pretty sure you're just marking where the water lines are.
Yeah, I'm marking where this water and sewer is. But yeah, you know, if they're in your way, I mean, they're probably just gonna dig here. Then it should be a just one day thing. Doesn't take that long to fix it.
Okay. And then I called the city last week. AT&T came out, and as you can tell, they tore all this up.
Mm-hmm.
And I almost got stuck in the alley because I have a back drive.
Yeah.
So, if you can make a note of it and say that you saw it, I'd be appreciative.
Yeah. Saw that they tore out the.
Yeah, they tore it all up. I mean, it's just muddy as all get out through here.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I can turn it in the street department. They're the guys who manage.
I would really appreciate it if you did.
So, yeah, I'll mention it to him. I'll have him print up an order for it.
All right. Thank you. All right, sorry about that, guys. There was a guy coming down the city down my alley, and I wanted to make sure that I let him know some business. Bad weather could be a disadvantage on having a paid-for vehicle with just bad weather. You might get a window knocked out because of hail. You might have a tree limb fall on it. There's possibilities of that, but you know, you have the money in the bank to fix that. So that's not really a disadvantage. That's just, you know, one of the, well, it's a disadvantage because your car is damaged, but it's also an advantage because you have the money in the bank to fix it. Door dings is an advantage. If somebody door dings your car and you're driving an old truck, are you really going to care? You have a $50,000 truck over there and somebody door dings it. All you're going to do is be pouting all afternoon because somebody door dinged your truck and scratched it. Now, I'm not saying buy one and just tear it up. I'm not saying go ram somebody in the parking lot because it ticked you off. But I am saying, you know, there are some major advantages of having a paid off truck. And I can also tell you, you know, the money in the bank. If y'all want to have money in the bank, stay away from the car payments. And this is just my personal opinion. You can keep full coverage on a nicer vehicle that you save up money for and buy. And you can keep full coverage insurance on it because if you have more money than invested in that vehicle than you do in the bank, then I got one sitting out in my driveway that I got full coverage insurance on because it's valued at $14,000. I don't have $14,000 in the bank. I'm willing to let go because it gets damaged or wrecked by somebody. So I'm paying full coverage insurance on that one. That's my choice. It's paid for. I don't have to, but I have enough money invested in that I feel like it's worth it. And that's where I kind of got my $125 a month because it's costing me about $118, $119 to put full coverage on that truck. Now, this video is just my personal opinion. Y'all can do what y'all want to do. But when it boils down to it, a paid-for vehicle, even if it breaks down on you 2 times a year that you have to put it in the shop, you're still going to save money. Because even with a finance vehicle, which I forgot to say this, you're still buying the $150 to $200 of gas a month to put it to work, to put it to the bar, to put it to wherever you want to, so people think that you are noticed because you're driving a nice, newer vehicle. You know, don't care what everybody else thinks. If you want to be able to put money in the bank, put the money in the bank. Don't drive a nice new vehicle. You can buy a junk pickup for $1,200, drive it for a year or so, put a little money into it, not a whole lot, make it a little nicer, turn it around, sell it the next year for $1,400, $1,500, And during that year period, you can save up another $1,400-$1,500 and go buy you a $3,000 truck and repeat the process. Yes, it might take you 6 years to get to the nice truck that you want, maybe even longer. But that's my personal opinion. Y'all don't have to do what I'm saying. I'm just saying so many people are worried about what the guy next door is going to think about what you're driving. So many people are crammed in their heads that you have to drive a brand new nice truck because it's what the neighbor's doing, and you don't. You can rent a car to go out of town if you have to. So I hope y'all gained something from this video. I thought it through a lot. I probably missed some key points that I wanted to tell y'all, and I probably didn't get y'all told. But if y'all like it, what I'm doing, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, ring that bell, and I'll get you on the next one.